Just by your answer, sweetie, I can tell you go, this is classic. Yeah, right, whatever. Here's what is on your mind. I'm a big, arrogant, big mouth fucking asshole, right? And you want to destroy that any way you can.
J Reid, welcome to the show, man.
What up, dog?
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for taking the time to come out. Hopefully it wasn't too far of a drive and all that, so welcome to the show.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Not a lot of bass players get interviewed, so I ran over here, bro.
I've been trying to tell this guy he's more than a bass player. bass guitar is one aspect of the game. I've been peeping, I've been watching
my
your
main
page.
thing.
Yeah, I've been watching your page. You're active. You do a lot of cool stuff. So I've been, people kind of get sick of me talking about it on the intros and stuff, but there's another guy where the through line is like super intentional. If you click on his stuff, you'll fall in love with it right away and be like, oh man, where was I? You feel like I felt like, am I late to the party? No, it's still time. Let me jump on the bandwagon.
Hell yeah.
So super talented, man. I want to talk about that. You say you're just a bass guitarist or whatever, but
yeah.
Tell me about that. What made you pick up the bass?
Well, I'll start pretty much when I was in like 7th grade. I'd already played like piano. I'd played drums. I played a little bit of French horn in like school band, a little saxophone in school band, and I really got into guitar really heavy, like probably like 7th, 8th grade. So I thought I was gonna be a guitar player.
Okay.
Long story short, when it was time to like form the band, it's like, okay, I'm playing R&B because I was really into like rock and like guitar influenced music a lot when I was growing up. But then when Prime was becoming a band, the question is, okay, bass or guitar? Like what's more important, bass or guitar? I had already played bass because I dabbled in so many instruments. I already, had my bass at home. I already played bass. So I'm like, okay, well, R&B band, pop band, bass is, the driver. So that's it.
That was it.
That's it.
See, I knew that was a good question because I'm like, this guy's kind of talented in a bunch of different ways.
Thank you.
How do you break it down? How'd you pick one? So who got you into picking up an instrument then? Because you ran through them.
It's my mom, dude.
Your mom.
My mom is I call her mean just because like it's funny to say, but my parents are super strict, both my parents. My dad's a pastor, so mom's first lady. And essentially the time that I was, I don't know. I don't remember ever like first playing piano. My grandma played in the church, so I'm not exactly sure. My mom would say like 3-ish, 4-ish. Like I actually started to be able to play some notes. So I played that. I actually I went to Rosie's house here in Phoenix when I was like their youngest student at the time. I think they started lessons at 6, and I was because my older brother Miles, he was already there. And I was just like trying to play the songs he was playing, and I really wanted to get in there like 5. And they're like, no, you just got to wait till you're 6. So finally, I turned 6. I studied there from like classically, piano from the time I was 6 till like right about the time I went to high school. But somewhere in the middle of that, as I was saying, Miles also played piano. So at church, he got to play the organ, and I was stuck, bro. So I had to figure something out. So I started playing drums, just so I could have something to do at church. Started playing drums, and then got into production a little bit. My mom at the school, she was the computer teacher. So I got into after school playing with GarageBand. Found out other instruments exist too. So got into guitar, got into Hendrix heavy. Started playing, like I said, French horn, saxophone, and then just fucking landed on bass.
Yeah.
But
it's really cool because it starts from one, like you said, you grew up with a family that's all instruments, and you could still find a little branch to take yourself.
100%.
Like, oh, I'm over here at this with Hendrix and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
know? That's really cool. It just shows how deep music is,
She wasn't letting me quit though. Like a lot of kids, like they'll start something, and I think it's just part of life. You figure out like what you're good at. And I think even more than myself, my mom saw something there like that could last. And so she there was no quitting. So I just had to stick with it.
Yeah, it's big. That's big when someone doesn't let you quit, when it's not an option.
It wasn't, and I didn't love it the whole time. There was time my mom would wake us up in the middle of the night to practice, me and Miles. We'd practice before we went to bed. we'd sleep, middle of the night, you wake up, practice a little bit, go back to sleep.
Try to catch you slipping or what?
No, it's like that. What I learned, what
Like
what
try to
is that?
catch you
What commercial?
catch you
But
groggy. Like I knew you were.
but like, nah, it's like that kind of like that Kobe shit,
Mhm.
essentially, where it's like you're interrupting your sleep to do something productive for a little bit, and then you go back to sleep,
Yeah,
or like intermittent sleep, or stuff
yeah,
like that. My mom's a teacher as well, so she's heavy on like, you got to see it, or like read it, write it, do it. Like you
mm,
have to. So like we're writing the notation in, we're reading it,
yeah.
we're doing it. So
None of that. Like I'm a visual learner. It's like we're gonna cover it all.
it's like you
You're
have to.
gonna
My
see
mom's
it. You're
like
gonna read it. Yeah,
in every aspect of like you gotta see it, you
yeah,
gotta write it down, you gotta do it, read
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's big too, because it's giving you a fair chance, really, versus like expecting you to know it on first glance or first run through.
Yeah. It's
It's like
like
I'm
if
gonna. There's no excuses now
yeah, if that didn't
that you
work,
didn't get it.
then
Yeah,
yeah, you wrote it, read it, write it.
yeah.
Yep.
Super important to have parents with some idea of discipline.
Yeah.
Even
My
if you
mom
think they're
was
overdoing it.
fully overdoing it, fully committed to it,
I
fully,
agree
you
with
know
you,
what I
mom.
mean? But it's just like,
Yeah,
look at where we're at now. I can't thank
yeah,
her enough. So
yeah. They see like more of the bigger picture, and like you said, maybe they see some talent in you.
she saw something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's really cool. Should we address your microphone? You're the
It was
only.
just an idea that I
You're the
had.
first guy to ever bring his own mic, so
Yeah, and I was just like, well, I got, I'm Darth Jader
it's
on
hard. It's super
IG,
hard.
which I'll, just did as a joke, but then people like I started, doing the DJ and people were like, "Oh, DJ Darth Jader." So I got this
It's there.
Vader and I'm like, "Okay, well,
Super hard. First
I'm about
first of the
to
show.
premiere it."
First on the show. This guy brought his own mic. Clean. What else do you expect from a performer though? Everything you're doing super quality, man. Is that
Thank you.
something that keeps you up at night? Like I said, people that come on the show, they're super intentional. So like I've talked to other creators and stuff that even though it's a passion, sometimes you're like, man, I'm up all night editing or I'm up all night writing, whatever it might be for you.
Yeah, I think for me, that's a great question.
Yeah, what's the QC like over there? What's the quality control? Because I can tell it's always crispy and fire.
Yeah, so essentially to put in layman's term, what I do more than anything is like music business. That's what I do more than I play bass, more than I play any instruments, write any songs. I'm doing like the business aspect of it. Because, at the end of the day, I think I don't know when, you know, I learned this or came to the reality, but essentially, like if you're not marketed, like any business, you can be the best restaurant, but if no one knows about you,
Mm,
where can you go?
yeah,
So essentially, I kind of that's the stuff that keeps me up at night because I don't have a business degree.
yeah,
I don't have anyone that is doing exactly what I'm doing and wearing all the hats that I'm doing. So I do stay up a lot thinking about, what could I have done today different? Maybe I did that wrong. I got to fix this, or what can I do different
mm,
tomorrow? I think the music aspect for me is kind of I'm always going to be very confident as far as like, what we can put out musically, what I can put out musically. But from the business perspective, it's like, did I do that?
yeah,
Did I do that the right way? Is that perfect? What else could I do? Is there a
yeah.
different
Does
website?
the algorithm like this?
Right. And there's just so much, it's almost like a double-edged sword now in the times that we're in, because everything is so accessible and you have so many resources. But at some point you have too many resources.
Hmm.
So I couldn't, like, if you went down my password login, I probably have an account to every like music business page. May not ever
Yeah,
even fucking use it, but it's just like this is where my mind is all the time. It's like, what am I missing out on? What
yeah,
is the next thing? Am I behind the curve or am I ahead
yep,
of the curve? Like,
yep,
what is it?
yep. That happens sometimes too, without even knowing. You're like, oh, all the younger people than even me are over here.
Yes.
You thought you were cool and hip. You're like, wait a minute.
No, it passes you
You
up.
know what I mean? What's up with
Yeah.
Reddit? Out of nowhere, it's like there's a subreddit for it. And
Yeah.
that you feel old because
For real.
Reddit's like
It's
one of those pages where it's like it's out there, everything's there, but unless you know the subreddit, you will never find this information.
exactly. And gotta be solidified.
So
Hmm.
it's like kind of crazy the way what goes cool anymore and what's viral or whatever anymore. I don't know, and it's sometimes you feel like giving up trying to appease.
Oh, for sure.
And then you're like, I'm just gonna do me, and then it's like, but then like you said, no one's gonna find us.
Right.
So no.
I mean, I'm not a big, like most artists, I don't want to be a content creator. I don't want to be a TikToker. This is not what I want to do. This isn't what my band wants to do. But I'll go on TikTok. I have to go on TikTok. I have to post on TikTok, and I'll see people that are like, you got to post every day, no matter what. Every time you open your phone, you need to post. And I'm like, I mean, if that's what it's gonna take, like, I guess. But like, could you imagine like being like the most mentally drained you've ever been?
Yeah.
Going to sleep and it's because of TikTok. Not
Yeah.
not because of like some piece of art that you made or like creative. It's like I've just made this piece of content for the algorithm, and if people don't like it, it's literally here for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All that hard work and it's gone. So
It's
yeah.
tough. It's like, do you want to be trendy or do you want to be long lasting? Do you want to be like a flash in the pan?
The last thing, and like the reason why I feel like I'm so obsessive over it is because I don't want to ever I don't want to look back and be like, man, I was Bill, or not Bill Gates, Warren Buffett not investing in the internet. Like, I'm sure like he's one of the richest dudes ever, but like he didn't invest in the internet. So it's like there's no dub that you could take away. Like that's an L.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to look back and be like, okay, I took a solidified L because I was hard headed, because I wasn't, studied enough, because
you were too
I was
rigid.
cocky. Yeah, I was too rigid. I was too stuck in my ways. So trying to find like fluidity through all this is
it's tough.
It's
complex. Go out with some dignity,
Yeah,
like I'm okay with going back and looking back and cringing on my old stuff, but at least I know I was going out with some dignity right there. I put it out with no shame.
Yep.
So,
and at least be true to yourself. It's especially like now of like influencers and stuff. It's like almost like people want you to have a different personality. You might take that on, but like it's just it's hard navigating, man.
The thing people never tell you, they're only building you up so they can tear you down.
Big facts.
They want you to sound really cool and perfect, and then they're like, in breaking news, that one guy we built up, he's a jerk now.
It's like no matter what, I see it happening with I always forget this guy's name. The actor.
What did he do?
No, I don't know if he did. I don't know if he necessarily did anything, but people are just trying to shit on him a little bit more now. He's in The Last of Us. Fantastic Four.
Oh, that fool's all groping everybody.
Pascal Pedro. So it's like 2 years ago,
he was the man.
Dog. I mean, like you could not say anything about him.
That's
He's
Mandalorian.
Like, that's Mando. Exactly.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Now this is the new way.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it's the new way.
So like fucking like this guy, you couldn't touch him 2 years ago, right? He's this bisexual king. He's just so aware. This is what a man should be.
He was woke.
He was woke. He was using his platform the right way. And then now it's like I don't see anything positive about this guy. Like he's in like every blockbuster movie, but it's still like, damn, you guys built him up, and now I guess he's
bro. They got him. They caught him doing some weird stuff behind people's backs.
I mean, he's be touching people's wives and like doing some.
I saw him do that thing where he licked his thumb, like sucked his whole thumb.
He was doing a fucking wind a barometer.
Yeah, he's doing like a wet willy. I don't know what. We talked about your family a little bit. Do you want to shout out any of the other influences in your family? I know it's like probably everyone was into different aspects, but you said you got a rapper in the group.
Yeah, let me say this. I'm gonna take a moment to say this. Which camera am I on? Which
you got
camera?
That one and then that one too. That's like just at you.
All right. I'd like to take a special moment to thank my father because my dad gets mad at me. Every time I have an interview, he will call me and go, "You know what, son? I have two notes for you. One, you shouldn't cuss so much. And two, why you always shout out your mom? Like I didn't do anything. Like my mom and dad are still together. My dad every night was there. My dad is an amazing. Like he's the best dad ever.
Bro's like I read to you every night.
Right, and
tucked you in.
And my dad's like, why do you only thank your mom all the? And like I started this interview off talking about my mom.
How it is, man.
Like my parents aren't together. Like my.
But you see, I looped it around though. You see, I said anybody else here want to cover?
This is for you, Dad.
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
I didn't cuss at all in this segment.
This is a big dad positive show though. That's kind of cool. You mentioned that. Yeah, we haven't cussed too much, but yeah, we're big on like shouting out dads or talking about dad topics because if you're online or you're in the comment section sometimes or you're trying to defend the dads or talk about a mom thing, they
Yeah.
think you're like trying to destroy a woman's image and blah blah blah. It's like, no, I'm just trying to big up these dads or not,
So you're
you
trying to
know?
have the Father's Day conversation.
Yeah, you know when they say it's the
Yeah,
yeah,
I
all
know.
that kind of
I
shit.
know.
So, and it's
I
not even
know.
to bring them up. It's like, and then sometimes it's hard for the women's side to even understand. It's like we're not talking about you, at you,
Yes.
nothing. It's two people that can share some like experience. Like, hey, you know what it's
Yes.
like to be a thankless dad? Me too, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Boom.
that's
Like,
it. Just to
yeah.
relieve a little bit of like, okay, someone else sees me.
Here's my take. Like, I love like shout out to all the single moms I know,
See how you have to start
personally.
off like that? That's what I'm talking about. See how we have to listen before anyone
Okay,
destroys us.
okay. Let me finish just so it can't get cut. Hold up, I would do this all in one take.
Okay.
Shout out to all the single moms. I know it is tough. I know you work hard. I know it's a uphill battle for the whole time. But on a day like Father's Day, think about my dad. Think about him. This poor old man at home. He raised these kids. He's there every night. He worked a job with a broken neck. He's raising a family, coming home late every day. Some days he cooks dinner. Like, he's great dude. Think about Mr. Reid. Think about my dad. You know what I mean? On Father's Day. The dads who did sacrifice, the dads who, weren't beating their wives, the dads who weren't cussing out their wives, the dads who were there every single night, supporting their families, coming home, the real men. Um, it's not a lot of them, trust me. I mean, but when you find them, let's just take that one day and appreciate those real fathers, man, because they need all the love they can get, and they don't get it enough
Hell yeah,
at all.
that's good. That'll cure a lot of that depression you guys we're always talking about, right? That male.
Yeah, bro.
That'll
Yeah,
just hell a
don't they
couple
just
just
don't get
cook
it
a
enough,
steak and don't say shit about anything. Just like
right?
it's Father's Day. Here's your food. Like, damn, that was cool.
Like, I'll tell you one more thing. My dad, he's a tough dude, real nigga, realest nigga I know.
He said not to say that.
No, this is that's not a cuss word.
He'll be cool with it.
He'll be okay with that.
You're a
He'll be
real
okay
one.
with
You're a
that.
real one.
He might not share it. He might not share it with the home,
Yeah,
with the church.
congregation.
But no, he'll be okay with that. And he turned 80 this year. In
Damn, shout
April.
out.
Yeah, and my siblings from Oregon. That's where I'm from Portland. They all came down. And I've never seen this dude like break down in tears.
Damn.
And the thing is, for him, the sad part is he's saying he never got appreciated like that in his whole life. So just put that in perspective. 80 years, bro.
Yeah.
80 years on this earth. And it's not really that much when you think about it. His family came and celebrated his birthday, and we reserved, bro. We went to Golden Corral. Like, like my mom booked a room at Golden Corral. They decorated the room. They ordered a cake from Costco.
Easy.
My dad bawled his eyes out, couldn't even speak the entire time.
That's
it took
awesome.
80 years for him to feel that appreciated.
Yeah.
So that's, women might get that every single year. I don't know, but
it's not like you said, it was a simple enough thing. It could be one of those things too, where it's like that's how a man gets his appreciation though, like at the very finish line.
Yeah,
he needs to see them all grown up and everyone doing okay. All right,
he's
boom,
seeing his
now I'm
grandkids.
happy.
Yeah, it's just like like this.
He can finally feel some accomplishment.
He couldn't talk for 3 hours, bro. He just couldn't.
And that's not like him.
No,
he loves.
I'm a yapper, and you know where I got it from. So yeah.
So
not enough
really
love
cool.
for the dads.
That's really cool. Go to Golden Corral with your dad, man.
I
It'll solve so many things, like Golden Corral.
That's like the one buffet I get one plate at. You know what I mean? I get the one plate and I'm like, damn.
I'm good. I can't
do it. I go to the fondue fountain, get the marshmallows and the tarts.
I treat myself real quick.
Bro.
Oh yeah. What kind of student were you, man, in school?
Originally I was a great student. Like I was a really good student.
It's something we talk about on the show just because we don't like to blame the kids. We think like structure of school could do a little better, and the adults that are around schools and parents and teachers could do, like, give a shit more.
Yeah, honestly, that's a huge conversation. And like my
Yeah.
mom, being a teacher, she is someone who is, I mean, she's prioritizing education every part of the way. And like, uh,
Non-negotiable.
it's not, and more than anything, that would be the reason that she ever put me in music, is because, music makes you smarter. It's like the only exercise you can do that uses both parts of your brain at the same time. So it's like, if you read music, you're going to be quote unquote, just a little bit of a smarter person allegedly. But when I was a kid, I was a decent student. High school, I went to a really good grade school. Like we're like a 94 is an A, not a 90. None of that 89, 90. A 94 was an A. That's when the A started. So like I went to a very good grade school. I went to a public high school, and I started off doing like the AP classes and stuff like that. And um I I just realized that I didn't have to do that. I was like, I didn't really have to do it.
Yeah,
So
some overachiever
yeah,
shit.
so I didn't. So I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I stopped going to class. Almost got I had to redo like a bunch of my classes from like freshman to sophomore year. Junior year, I made honor roll. Senior year, I made honor roll, and I think I graduated with I think it was like a 3.8 weighted.
So it's just like whenever you wanted to put in the work, you did or did not. It was like, it was
Yeah,
your world.
right. But I do struggle with math. Like,
Okay.
there's no lie. Like, math is like,
Yeah.
it's the reason I dropped out of college. I had
Math is brutal, dude.
yeah, dude. So so I was a music major, music at ASU, and I had my ex girlfriend at the time take my math placement test because I'm like, just
Get me into school.
and she was, bro, so good with numbers. So she took it and tested me right into calculus.
No,
and
no,
but I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she overdid it. Yeah,
Yeah. So on my
like a good math student would. Huh?
exactly. So like in my mind, she's like, look, this is the only math class that you'll have to take ever in college. Like, this is it. If you pass this class, you're good. But you have to take it freshman year. Like, you have to take a math class. So either you take a math class that doesn't count, or you take your math class that counts and get it over with. Bruh. I went in there the first day, and it was a 7:30 one, so I'm waking up with a lump in my fuck, longboard into class. Dog, it's like, that was the day, and it was like
that was the
day where your whole life you hear like, oh, 50% of freshmen don't return, and I was like, damn,
it's me. I'm a statistic.
I ain't coming back. So yeah, I do genuinely struggle with numbers.
Yeah, but I mean, what advice would you give to young people? For someone that's struggling with a thing, stick to it. Like, if you're like in high school or whatever, just don't give up yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to stick to it. Like, at bare minimum, you have to
just graduate.
You have to graduate.
Just
you got to graduate high school. Because
they're gonna play you later like you're not smart. So I know that some of the smartest people drop out and stuff. Yeah, but later on they try to play you.
They kind of play you no matter what.
They try to play you extra then.
Yeah, no, like think about it. If one of my homies has a master's degree, right?
That's another one, yeah.
Okay, and it's like, he's one of the smartest people I know, and like,
yeah,
he's not close to making what he's supposed to make. So it's like, they're gonna play you no matter what.
Yeah.
But you cannot walk in this world without a GED, a high school diploma. Like, yeah.
Some stuff we're just gonna keep it mandatory.
You have to have that at least.
Yeah.
And if you like something, go to a trade school. Go do a 6-month program. I ended up going to Crass. Like, go do a 9-month program. Go get some kind of certificate other than a high school diploma. Don't care what it is. I have my PNC, my insurance license. I'm licensed in like all 50 states to sell insurance.
There's other things out there that'll unlock life for you and keep motherfuckers off your back.
Yeah, just
if you're a person that doesn't like listening in class, you're not, get through this so you can unlock a couple things and really be your own boss.
For sure. And I'm a rebel. I don't like listening to authority. I didn't like going to class. I didn't like any of that. But do something short. Go get a IT, certification, something like that.
Yeah, don't give up on yourself, man.
Something. Yeah.
Talking to the young guys. Talk to me about Prime Society, dude.
Okay.
I know it's complex. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask you more.
sure.
I've noticed that when people ask you, "Hey, what's your influences? What's your style?" Takes you down that rabbit hole of like, listen, man, there's a lot, right? And you can hear it right when you listen, right when you start jamming to it. So
It's
I
hard.
guess I guess my question is, whose brainchild was it? You know, and was it hard to pull off? You know, because
Okay.
what you're doing is hard.
Okay. I can answer that. So, uh, so my junior year of high school, I was in this other rap group with a bunch of guys that I'm now, like brothers with. It was called Think at the time. We thought we were gonna be, like the next Odd Future or something. I don't
Okay.
know, but it was it
I don't know
was
what we were thinking.
it was full of like Lupe Fiasco, Kanye.
Backpackers.
Yeah, bro. Just I mean, dudes who just wanted to rap.
Yeah.
And like, long story short, I was the young buck, and I was studying, man, and I started, I was probably 16 or 17 at the time, and I started to, in their mind, overstep. And I started, making us a website and posting stuff and getting our music out and creating us an email
Mm.
and doing stuff like that where
And
it's
that
like,
feels threatening to lazy people.
so dog, so I'm over here thinking, I'm like, dang, they gonna be so proud of me, dog, at this meeting that we're having. And then at the meeting they end up, pretty much just kicking us out, telling me that, I'm doing too much,
Just the last meeting.
yeah, and that was, that was heartbreaking, but I knew it was a great opportunity for me to make something on my own.
Mm.
So that's like the very next day, in financial math, my junior year, it was me, Carson, and Tanner, who I'm still best friends with to this day. And all this is all we did. We said, okay, let's just come up with a name that people will remember. Like, don't not a it's not a band, it's not a group. Just come up with a name of something
Mhm.
that people will remember. It's it can have a
Catchy,
yeah, it
timeless.
can have
Yeah.
a broad, a wide reach. And we landed on Prime Society. I don't remember any of the other options,
Yeah.
but we landed on Prime Society. And from that day, Prime Society was born. And
That's the official day right there.
that's it. It was born. I ended up, ordering shirts. I had a homie that drew, or I think it was Gonzavelli. He was actually ended up being in the group at the time, but had him design something, threw it on the shirt, order some shirts, started selling those shirts, around my high school. Um Still released our music. I was producing. It was me and Miles, my older brother. Well, Infinite. Maybe I should start calling him Infinite. Um, it was me, him, and then we bought on, some other rappers. My homie JT, shout out to JT, skateboarding. And at that point, it was just a group, just a bunch of homies, and we did make music. I would go to the skate park with JT, stuff like that. Um, and then eventually, maybe a year later, it was a year later, we had our first show. I opened for Riff Raff in Tucson
That's sick.
the night before I graduated high school, and it was, the most surreal moment for me. I had all the homies who are all graduating, because I went to two schools where I'm from. I had all my homies from both schools drive all the way to
Damn.
Tucson, watch my show, and we didn't even have a song out, by the way, as a group. And we got booked for this show, and the next morning we all drove back, completely fucked up. And I graduated high school, day after my first show opening for Riff Raff. So
You're like
that
off to the
was,
races right
yeah.
there.
So I was like, okay, well, we can just go up from here. That's it.
Yeah. That's got to be a good momentum feeling right away.
I mean, I'm getting, I'm kind of getting chills just thinking about it, because I do remember just driving back, and
And you're like, damn, I was a little kid.
dude, yeah, and
I was a kid, bro.
I drove a 98 Ford Taurus at the time.
Shout
And
out.
I mean, it was a hunk of junk, right? And I might as well have been driving like a Beamer. I could have been driving a Lambo, bro, on the way,
The
like,
way
because
that
I
felt.
went straight from the hotel in Tucson. I didn't even go home.
98 too, they kind of look like a
Yeah,
spaceship.
yeah,
Like I felt like I
what
was
I
in a
mean? It's
real
like a
spaceship.
little.
Yeah.
And like I just remember driving back. I didn't shower. I didn't have time to go home. My parents met me at my graduation. You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
like I just remember that feeling, and it was like I said, I get chills thinking about it
Yeah.
now. But yeah, that happened. We were just a rap group then, at that moment, and then whatever down the road we opened for Juicy J and Lil Keed and Suicide Boys and
That's so cool.
Puya and uh Sir Mikey Rocks, Dej Loaf.
Yeah.
Uh
Mikey Rocks is that what's the
that's
what's the group he was in?
Cool
Cool
Kids.
Kids,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cool Kids.
Cool Kids was fire back in the
Yeah,
day.
Casey Veggies opened up for him. We did a show with MGK back in like 2016
That's
at the
so cool.
Nile. We got slated on a Young Thug tour. Like it's just like all this stuff happened and like no one really cared though. Outside of like my homies, because I had gone off to college, I was at ASU. Like no one cared, man. Like it just kind of sucked. Like I was getting booked for all these shows, and I was mostly getting booked just because I could sell tickets. I'm a yapper. I could talk to
Mm.
people. And I would always make the promoter Ryan. Shout out Ryan, I love you. Um, I would make him money, or make him proud. Maybe I wasn't making him money. Maybe he was just
But it's
doing me
just
a
motion,
favor.
yeah. Motion.
So
Motion's always good.
yeah, so no one cared, and that was that was shitty. Because I was watching like dudes like like Lil Yachty. Like I love Yachty, no shade to him, and like I'm seeing these
But
dudes like
yeah, like what's
almost like
going on? Yeah.
same age as me, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like what am I doing wrong? I'm going to the biggest university in the world. I'm working my ass off. I'm releasing music. What am I doing wrong? And it wasn't what I was doing wrong. It just wasn't supposed to happen.
Mm.
Uh, Probably 3 years after I went to ASU, my freshman year, I ended up meeting Shy his freshman year at ASU, and he was going through the same. It was like
Feelings.
it was the same contrast. Super talented kid. He lived in the suburbs. I lived in the suburbs. We were playing basketball. We had these talents. He was literally like getting kicked out of ASU. Like he wasn't even going to classes anymore. He was just like at the gym hooping
Yeah.
at that. So it was like he was just staying in the dorm still,
Yeah.
right? So I come into this dude's life, and all I needed was a hook. And one of my friends who I played basketball with too, Tyler, he actually was like, "Hey, I know this guy who can sing. You should put him in your group." And so I did. We met Shy and we put him in the group. Now at this point, we're still a rap group. We have another producer, uh, and then we have Shy. And then down the road, we get invited to uh, do a comedy show, and we pick up the drums, and we're still a rap group, but for this one show, we're a band. Just the
Mhm.
one show, we're a band. The second show, people are lined up around the block in downtown Glendale. These geezers, like they're like 60 years old. We're like
Mm.
22, 23, and they're lined up around the block. Like, did you hear these young cats? Prime Society, they sure can play. And I'm like, oh, people care. I
That's
didn't care
cool.
if they were my demographic. I didn't care if they were my age. I didn't like it. Didn't matter to
They
me.
say
I'm like,
good
they
music
cared,
always finds a home.
bro. Like
So like this is its home right here, this crowd.
after all the stuff I thought, would make me famous, would make me rich, would make my dreams come true. I'm like, okay, I'm opening up for Lil TJ. He's like 6 years younger than me, and I'm like, fuck. I opened up for the baby. I'm selling like 100 tickets, but still our streams are looking like shit. And it's like all these, and like that, like I don't know if uh a lot of Phoenix rappers can say that they've opened up for all those people, and it's like they still don't know us.
Mhm.
And it's like we did that.
There's a frustration or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a frustration, and like it. Like I said, it just wasn't time. I did all that I thought that people would care, but then I go and I play at this bar in downtown Glendale. Not my scene. It's for a comedy show. I'm a musician. Don't really know, why I'm playing this other than, doing a favor for a friend, and I'm getting paid a little bit. So I'll do it. And then they cared.
Damn.
And that was just the moment where it was like, okay, well, they care. And I guess I always had this idea in my head of me being like this kick-ass guitar player. Um, but I knew I couldn't do rock music. I couldn't feel passion in doing rock music and in like my main genre. So I just got really heavy into producing. But then after all the stuff that I thought would have worked, I'm back just playing my guitar. Now it's a bass.
Yeah.
That's
Damn,
it.
dude. That's
Yeah.
such a cool story. Yeah, that's fucking dope. And it kind of reminds me of that thing where it's like nothing's trivial,
Yeah.
Like all of the experience you did earn right there, when you were saying, hey, no one cared, but it was still all earned XP,
It
stage
was,
time and stuff.
yeah, it was just sharpening the tool, sharpening the blade, trial and error. And, things tend to come to you when you're ready for them.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting a lot of opportunities that I guess I was ready for, but they came at me quick.
Yeah.
And so it just felt like I should have been to the moon. Like it felt like I'm telling you, all these people that we did shows for, like you would think you're like, so you live in Arcadia in LA, like where you live?
What's the
in
next
Sherman
thing for
Oaks,
you?
like where
Yeah.
you? Where he's like, no, like
Regular.
you kind of I'm a normal guy,
I'm
and
regular,
like you start to learn, uh, just other things, but you essentially learn that everything happens in its own time.
Yeah.
You sharpen your blade. You never stop doing what you love because it doesn't get you. You don't really do it for results anyway.
Yeah.
So having that conversation with yourself, like, what do I really do this for? I wouldn't
Yeah.
quit. I just did
Well,
something
don't quit.
else. I just pivoted.
From outside looking in, you guys look legit. You look super legit up there.
Thank you.
You don't look like you're
Thank
going through
you.
any of that. So it's like, okay,
yeah.
cool. This guy's for real. So
Appreciate that.
the way it looks from the outsiders, it's like you're supposed to be up there. So never feel out of place, never feel imposter syndrome or any of that bullshit they try to feed us. You're supposed to be right there, I wanted to ask you, what was you mentioned a lot of gigs and stuff. What's your worst gig?
You said my worst gig?
Yeah, like what was your least favorite? Whether it went bad or you're just like, I don't like being up here. Like this one's the worst.
Because
like I said, I've had comedians and they're just like,
okay,
this place sucked, even though it was supposed to be good.
There's an obvious one answer for the worst show for me, but I'm trying to think of another.
It's like a least favorite.
I'm trying to think another like maybe tragic show, but really the only show that ever sticks out to me is the Baby show. We worked. Okay, do you remember when he punched that dude and broke his hand? Do you remember this?
Yes.
Okay, it's that tour. So just take your mind back to when you couldn't even go on fucking Twitter without seeing this guy doing the dance and all that. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and all the shows we had done up until this point, this is what I felt like. I was like, my life is coming down to this show, bro. And I'm like, this is everything right here.
You're an overthinker though, aren't you?
Well, I am not anymore, but at that time I definitely was.
Yeah,
now I am. No, I'm not at all. But yeah, so we ended up, and I mean, everything was going well. We were so prepared, and even to this day, we can't say that we're that planned and prepared. But for this specific moment, we were so ready. We were ready. It was through Ryan. It's like Ryan, we've done 100 shows with Ryan, with Phenomenon concerts, by the way. We've done 100 shows with Ryan. We have no issues with the promoter. It's us as the only local openers, and then it's the Baby and his tour. So I'm like, this is it. Like, this is it. We got shirts for this show. And then he punched the dude, broke his hand, and then everything got delayed.
Damn.
Everything got delayed. So it got delayed a couple, maybe a month because he had to have like a surgery or something. He got delayed. And then we already weren't given any refunds. And then probably 3 weeks before the show came, they said, actually, we're going to have it next Friday. So think about this. They moved it from here to here. They pushed it way back, and then they pushed it forward.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo,
stop fucking with us.
Yo, this is crazy. So it was bad vibes. I mean, from from the time we stepped foot in the venue, it was terrible vibes. Um, our DJ, because we always would have a DJ, even when we were just a rap group, we'd always have a DJ with us.
Sick.
And they wouldn't let him use his shit because they ended up the venue, it was at the press room. That's how you know we're OGs. It was at the fucking press room. And it was after the Baby's tour. So all of his artists had already gone on another tour. They were gone, they were doing other stuff. It was no longer this same tour. And he booked a local DJ for it. My DJ couldn't, use his equipment, ended up getting it stolen from his truck when they made him put it back in his truck during our show. It was like, so that's just, one thing. And then we have this local DJ up there and the sound dude's not really, hearing what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, I have a hard drive with a graphic for you to put up there when we perform. And he's like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, you're a rapper, you know what I mean? Like stop this nonsense, go do your set.
So I'm also set manager.
Right. And we were slated for a 20-minute set. And I remember every single like maybe like every like 5-10 minutes there'd be a different artist on stage. Like the local DJ bought up all of his homies, bro, to do a song. Every single homie. And after every homie, he go, who's ready to see the baby? All right, here's another local homie you've never heard of. But first, this is my first cousin. Yeah,
I was gonna say my cousin.
So then finally, after like the 12th rapper, bro, we get up there and we're the only opener. Like really think about this. We're the only official opener because after us,
supposed to be on there, yeah.
It was the baby. It wasn't even his tour. So it was almost a better thing for us where we're like, okay, it's just going to be a show with Prime Society and a baby. Let's fucking go. No, we ended up getting up there and people they were booing us from the get-go. The sound was bad.
Man. They were expecting you to be more trash.
We didn't get a sound check because there were so many other dudes with the mics. We had 3 dudes in the group and a DJ. And everything was so bad. And, we used to pass out Skittles to people and candy. They started throwing them back at us. Shy was getting like pelted in the head while he was singing.
That's too fucked up.
People were, flipping us off. I'll never forget, just looking in the crowd and some dudes just like giving me like double middle fingers. Just
you're right. I need to go, huh?
And I'm like, oh my God. So then they end up, figuratively, doing the cane around your neck. They just cut our mics. It was embarrassing.
Siren.
Now go back to the beginning of this story. We did so good selling tickets. Everybody I knew was there. I probably sold a quarter of the venue.
That hurts.
And every show that no one had came to before, every single person was at this show.
Damn. Everyone that lied that they would show up, they actually showed up this time,
bro. They all showed up. All the chicks from high school showed up. Damn. All the chicks I met in college showed up. All the homies that I had given my number to showed up. It felt like, the whole city, as far as like my entire life was in that room. Like, and I just remember the walk from the stage. We ain't no bitches either. We didn't walk outside. We walked right to the merch booth. We still sold our merch.
Oh,
we
yeah,
still
face the music. Yeah, right when they're walking
out. I'll never forget, when you bomb and you do that bad, there's nothing anyone can say to you,
Yeah, what's that feeling?
It's just awful.
You
like you can't. Yeah, it's like you can't make eye contact with people. People are like, the OGs are shaking their heads at you. Like the old black security guards.
Look at me. You're like,
yeah, they're like,
I can't.
Just disappointed in
the
you.
Old black security guards.
Yeah, the old black security guards.
You always want to be good with him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And he's just like, you're nobody anymore. You hyped yourself up before the set.
You don't even want to call you nephew no more?
Nothing. Just like, hey man, I'm going to have to pat you down before you come back in. This is your last time going
Excuse me, sir. You're like, oh, that hurts.
So that was, the worst show. And, luckily that was at the same time we were doing the comedy show. So pretty seamless transition. F this.
Yeah.
We're
one door opens.
Yeah, screw it. We're out of here, bro. I'm not getting.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the gigs because I seen you guys were like at the Suns.
Yeah.
Halftime. That seemed like a fun thing to do. You did like a Suns show.
It's awesome. We've done a rally when we make playoffs, and we're away. They'll bring the fans to the game,
Oh, and you
And
guys hype them up there.
yeah, so
Oh,
we
that's
did a
cool.
halftime show there the first time, I guess maybe like a trial run that they were taking
See
us
what's
through,
up.
and
Yeah.
we did that. And then the very next year, we were supposed to do either game 6 or game 7 when the Mavericks were up by like 50 points.
Damn. So they like you
Yeah.
guys up there.
So we were supposed to do that and we didn't do it. We
Mm.
didn't have a chance to. So like heartbreaker, right? And then this year we got a chance to do that, uh a regular season game against the Hornets, and then we did a WNBA halftime show as
That's
well on
sick.
the
That's cool.
floor, and then did national anthem too. Well, Shy did.
Damn. That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. It's surreal, like
Yeah.
playing in front of a a room like that. I don't think you can really imagine it until you're
Mhm.
actually in it. But
Well, you know how they say there's levels to shit. It's like those are
yes,
productions. Like they're
yes,
putting on a whole show today.
yes,
Then it's like all eyes on you. But they've got all these bells and whistles like
yes.
dun 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 for the defense.
Hmm.
And then here you gonna get interjected into that. So
It's
that's like pretty huge, I would say.
it's huge, and also it's so nerve wracking. The best thing about being in a band is you got your homies with you. So it's like, you go play
Mhm.
ball with your homies, we're good. But like it's nerve wracking because in a sense you're kind of cold calling people.
Mhm.
They're there to see a basketball game.
Yeah.
You might be good. They're not there to see you. They didn't
Yeah.
pay to see you. 90% of these people don't even know who you are.
Last night it was a Jack Russell Terrier spinning a frisbee.
Exactly. Spinning
Yeah.
the frisbee
And
on
now
the
I gotta
bamboo
compete
stick,
with that.
right?
Yeah.
So
Like you're right, it's like a cold call because you
it-
have to get them used to you right there. Here's the genre we play. It's a
yes,
mix. You've never
yes.
heard of us.
And so for that rally, the away rally we did, we had 10 minutes. Now for the actual game when the arena was full, they said you got 5 minutes. So like,
Get in and
oh
out.
my god, like we gotta boil this down to one song.
Mhm.
And we did. We rocked
Pick a
it.
banger, huh?
Yeah, we picked Coffin. It was a no-brainer for us. And it was so fantastic. At the time I lived at the Adeline, like right across the street, the high rise right across the
Mhm.
street. And I remember the band after the game walking from Footprint from the Phoenix Arena to my apartment, and people are just clapping at us, bro. Like people are just clapping at us, and they're rolling down their windows. Yo, what is your band's name again? Like, yo, you guys were sign this hat real quick before this light turns green, bro.
That kind
Like,
of shit is
oh
cool.
my god, like that feeling. I wish
Yeah.
I could relive that
Yeah,
every day.
that's dope.
It was phenomenal, especially considering it. Like those aren't our fans. Those are
Yeah.
Suns fans. We only have that one thing in common. That's it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really cool. And it's like hats off to you guys for having the chance and then not freezing up or whatever. You're really going through it. There's another one of those times where you're like, oh shit,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, when
here we
you're
go.
like I said, man, when you're in a band, you have the homies. So it's like not only are you very comfortable, but it's like you can't be the one. Like
Mhm.
you can't be the guy, bro. You can't be the
Yeah,
guy that freezes up. Like
you
that
guys
can't
all work
happen.
so hard. It's like don't
It-
let each other down and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, if you think you're
it's
gonna
cool.
be the biggest band in the world, it's like you're gonna get thrown into some insane situations, and like
Mhm.
those situations are gonna be the ones that where you sink or swim and
Yeah,
will define you.
like you said, don't bitch up. Go right to the merch table. It's that same thing for every situation.
Yeah, you got to face
Head
it.
up, whatever.
Yeah, it's better to get. My opinion, I think it's better to get critiqued. You know, it's critique is negative, right? Critique is bad.
It could be constructive too.
Constructive, yeah.
It's
I
just
mean,
like it's just because you're sitting there and picking it apart.
yeah. It's
You're critiquing
it's
me.
it's better to get critiqued and to hear that than to not
Mhm.
hear it. I don't really care
Yeah.
who it's from, because a lot of people say, "Oh, don't listen to this, don't listen." You don't have to listen, but I think you should get used to being critiqued.
I want to be critiqued because I'm in the race.
Yes,
I'm
and
I'm eligible to win. That's why I
yes,
don't mind being critiqued
yes,
because I'm putting myself out there to be number one.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like once you remind yourself, it's like you're trying because you might take the whole pot.
Exactly, and it's like not everyone's a music maestro. Not everyone, uh, looks at things the same way or has the experience you have. But like they're saying something for a reason, and trust that if someone is critiquing you, they care a
Mhm.
little bit,
Yeah.
to even do that. So, and it also it thickens your skin because
Yeah.
it's tough to hear someone shit on something you worked
You tried
a
hard.
year and a half for, 2
Yeah.
years for, that you thought you were doing perfectly right, and then someone.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I had Jalopy Bungus on the show, and we talked about, even if people are in your comments and they're like, "Hey, their mic is too low" or whatever, it's like they're listening.
yes, they're
So
there.
cater to them if you can, and let's keep
They're
pushing.
there.
It's like they're listening, and they're just letting you know they'd love to keep listening. Before we move on from Prime Society, I want to talk about the song "Finessin'." I like that one.
Oh wow,
That's like an early one. I did my research, or I mean, it's like 2018.
No, that's an early one. No, that's an early one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll consider that.
I don't know
'cause-
when the catalog
Yeah,
goes deeper, but I seen like a Baby Teeth, I think.
Yeah, I guess
Finessin'.
you really saw that's like when we first started releasing projects. Before that, it was
Fire.
like SoundCloud off of
Okay.
YouTube Beats. So that's
That
like,
one was fire. New Mercedes,
wow,
another bop.
what?
And then the
Okay,
new one,
can I tell you something about New Mercedes?
yes, I want to know if there's any
Okay.
history.
Yes. Okay, so that was gonna be our first big feature. I will always. I'm the guy who's in people's DMs. I'm the guy who's emailing people's managers. I'm always asking.
That's
I'm
word.
always on it. So for this one, I made this beat, and I'm like I played the bass on it. I loved this beat, and I'm like, I'm gonna get Paul Wall on this song, bro. I'm getting Paul Wall on this song. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. So I emailed Paul Wall's manager, and he was just straight up like, "Yeah, this is dope, but we can't even talk until unless you have like 5K minimum."
Mm,
And at that time, I'm like,
damn.
"Yeah, bro, I got rent. Like you know what I mean? I don't have 5K."
Yeah.
So insert my verse, and I was sick. So I had a deep voice, and I was like, I'm gonna do a Paul Wall verse right here.
Paul Wall.
Screw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. So that's
That
my
was
verse.
inspiration.
Even some of the bars I had in there is like, okay, what would Paul Wall say right here? This is what I wanted.
damn.
So that
Alright.
was supposed to be a Paul Wall feature.
Super clean. I like that song.
I think we'll make it happen.
That makes sense though, because I like Paul Wall. I like that. I grew
Uh-huh.
up when he was coming out.
Like
when he was
he's
first
a
hitting
good
shit.
artist, man. Like I know
Consistent.
he has some good verses, good
Yeah.
artists. I think that whole was it Houston, right? The whole Houston
Yeah.
scene had a day, man. Like it had
I
its
feel like
time.
I'm still old school too. You get extra points for being like a white rapper and just ignoring it and just being
Yeah.
like, "Shut up, dude."
I'm
Paul
like,
Wall."
I'm good. Like
That's the spirit of a rapper. Like,
Deal with
I'll
it.
prove to you why I'm cooler than you. Listen to this. Look at my car. Look at
super
this.
dope dude, bro. Super
know what I
dope
mean? So-
rapper. Made hits.
Made hits.
Had some good verses.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you. I don't know this, but I guarantee he's one of those guys that been ghostwriting or something.
Oh, for sure.
I bet because he's
can
been
spit.
around.
And the thing is, like at that time, if you could spit on a Kanye album with like 30 other features, and people are saying, "Yeah, your verse is the verse," is like
Yeah.
you're gonna be
He
working
has like
for
a
the rest-
sound. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be working for the rest of your life. Like you're
Yeah.
straight. Like he's straight. He's probably in a studio right now working with
Yeah.
who knows,
Just calling
probably
someone
writing
baby or
Jack
whatever.
Harlow's new shit.
What's up, baby? Yeah. Get a grill. I did put out a thing for Instagram questions.
Bro, were they sending some freaky shit to you, bro? Because they be
you want me
wild anytime
The whole other page is the freaky stuff. You want me to go there? I'm kidding.
Nah, do it, bro.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was gonna say just get it out the way, man.
We both know the guy that started doing the freaky questions though, Reese.
Oh, Reese was in there. Reese was
Reese.
in there. Okay, but
And we're gonna bleep it out. It'll just beep. It won't even say his name. What did he ask? I didn't write it down. He said beep. We're gonna bleep it out.
all right.
No, he had a real question though.
Oh,
I told him
I was gonna answer the question.
don't
My
answer that,
bad.
dude.
Okay,
we're not gonna humor you,
No, I thought
Reese.
I was.
You could just text him that answer. You guys are locked in like that. You could just be like, bro, what you want to know?
What the hell, bro? Oh,
FaceTime
okay.
him on that. No,
Right.
I made him ask a real question though. Reese wanted to know who gets more buckets, you or Reese.
You know,
Dang, do you guys play basketball?
yeah, me and Reese have played basketball together for 15 years.
You want to talk about
No.
Reese? Let's talk about Reese. He's been on the show.
He's the one that we're doing the show for at the Cuff.
That was your comedy show you talked about?
Reese broke us as a band, you know.
That guy's magic, huh?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Reese, he knows he has good ideas, but he's, I feel like he just maybe he overthinks a little bit, maybe thinks he's stupid and shit. But this guy, yeah, he has some of the best ideas.
Yeah.
And
He's a goofy dude too, like super
Yeah.
funny and silly, but he has like a brand where he's like a serious guy.
No, here's the thing, because people like to play with Reese. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro.
Don't
I've
play
known
with
this
him.
dude
Don't
for
play with him.
15 years,
Don't play
and
with him.
I've never seen anyone try to play with anyone how they play
They
with
try
Reese.
him?
Bro, people try Reese all the time.
Not
I-
here. He was
I-
safe space up in here.
I mean, bro, the disrespect comes from all angles with him. So he literally kind of has to be like that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you know him. I know him.
He's hilarious, dude. He's so funny.
He's a funny dude. He's always trying to crack a wise one. I be on his ass too. Like,
Yeah.
bro, we'll post some ultra serious shit in the chat, bro. And I see the bubbles coming up for Reese, and I'm like,
Here we go.
he about to crack a wise one. I know it.
Yeah.
And sure enough. So I was like, yeah, that dude is great. He forced us to be a band. He's now forcing me to DJ, you know.
For
He's
real.
like, hey man, I want to DJ, so come DJ Homie Time. So now I'm gonna go DJ Homie Time. That'll be my first official new gig now.
That's coming
as a
up.
DJ.
The one coming up, 17th.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. So
Shout out to that. I'll put a
Yes.
picture up. I support Reese big time.
we all support Reese. He's
Fucking young legend.
great, man.
So who gets more buckets?
Okay. Okay,
Damn.
I get more. It's me. The answer is me. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's a long
like
pause,
it's
He respected you by a long pause in that.
But this is why. Because like one-on-one, I almost like I'm lazy, I have asthma, I have almost no bag. So it's like my best attributes I think are, shooting a three, passing, assisting and rebounding. Running the court, setting up the offense, things like that. Those are my those are my skills.
Yeah.
And in ones, it's like you just have to do this dance and get to the bucket, or do this dance and get a clean shot off. And Reese has all that. He has the dream shake. He has the left hook, the right hook.
Fucking guy. He's good at everything.
Yeah, he has the rondo, fake pass
The
into a
shooky,
scoop
shooky.
layup. He's a 3-level scorer. It's things like that where like if we're playing a game of fives, like
You're the architect.
this is what I'm gonna say. For anyone who's under 6 foot, or actually I'll say 6'2" and under, didn't play in college, I would say you wouldn't want anyone on your team before me. As far as it goes, I'm
As a straight ringer that's like
just straight up in a
dark horse.
in a
No
game
one's
of
calling,
fives.
yeah.
In a game of fives, I'm gonna be a point forward, bro. I'm like a little Charles Barkley, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little Draymond Green.
He's like in bingo, you get that free space. It's
know what I'm
like
saying?
just fill it, put him in.
That's it. Just put me in.
Free space, dude.
Back that thing up on him, get the rebounds.
Bro's an
do
earner.
the
Bro's an earner on the court. Hits
I'm
streets,
ultimate teammate grade. I'm setting
Yeah.
off ball screens, bro.
Yeah,
so
dude.
yeah.
This feels like if who's the little white dude?
Jason Williams.
It's like if Jason Williams was big one time.
That's it. That's it. But Reese, like if it's
He's nice though.
if he's a very, very good basketball player. I will always like get him in a game of fives. He stands no chance. It's a wrap.
Is it true that he
Yeah.
likes to throw hands up there at the LA Fitness?
We have unfortunately gotten into
He's
physical
talked about it on the
altercations,
show. He said,
but it wasn't his fault. It wasn't my fault. He's just being a good homie, and
yeah,
people don't fight fair, so motherfuckers was like sneak you and stuff like that. But like
some shit is just
we-
mandatory.
we don't start fights, but with any contact sport, you argue. It's a physical sport, you may end up getting into something.
There's gonna be someone gets their feelings hurt.
Yeah, but like even me and that dude, I'll still see him now. The dude I got in a fight with, and we'll dap it up. And
Yeah,
we
cool.
run on.
That's cool. That's good. So everyone wants to be cordial.
We're at LA Fitness. We pay to play, bro. Like let's not get it twisted.
We're all inside.
Yeah, dude.
I guess we can't get away with it. Someone said, "Who's the freakiest member of Prime Society?" That wasn't Reese. That was a different dude. You know who you are. If you want me to put him up here, I will.
I would
Who's the
say
freakiest? And I don't know what they mean.
I will give no names.
Okay. Are you holding your own chest though?
I will. No. I will
Why are you
give
rubbing
no
your own chest?
names,
You're like, I don't know who the
but-
freakiest is.
You know,
Base.
it would be
bass in your
someone who technically has a lot of the same DNA as me, but it ain't me. So I don't.
It's freaky brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, cool. We'll leave it at that.
I don't know.
I think someone on
Freaky
your
ass nigga.
on your end said, "What's the top bass riffs or rips or whatever?" What they ask you?
Yeah, like the top 5
Is that a
bass
hard
riffs.
question?
Yeah, I
There's
don't have
probably
an
a
answer
trillion,
for that.
yeah.
I don't, because I could probably just go through like an Earth, Wind, and Fire album, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, those
Throw that
those
on
are,
and you'll see.
yeah, that's top 5. All those, any Rick James, George Clinton,
Yeah.
any even like Larry Graham, Drake's uncle. He's
Okay.
incredible.
He's really good.
He created the slap on on electric.
I
Like
think.
he's like the pioneer for like slap bass, not the stand up jazz, but on electric. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Listen to Graham Central Station whenever you get a chance. They're
I'll
phenomenal.
check that out. That's
But
sick.
more so like artists that have great bass lines, but I don't know. The beat goes on. You know that song? The beat goes on. Ba-do-do-do-do-do.
That's fire.
Just like my love everlasting. Oh,
nasty,
yeah,
huh?
that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to that shit like.
What's your thoughts on like when songs get remade? I really appreciate that. Instead of like hating on it, I go, wow, the first guy that did this melody right here was so good that it keeps reappearing. Like it never dies. It's like a new young person that's supposed to hate on old music. They go, I gotta have this for myself now. It's like a little my precious. That's how good the melody was. Because I'm not a musician.
You're a very positive guy.
I'm not a musician, so like, as a straight fan, I don't want your music to ever die, even if they got to remake it and cut you a check, whatever.
I appreciate that take.
Because I get spoiled. I just get another chills. Because I'm one of those people that get chills from music.
But like, I don't know who remade. It was like some years ago, but someone remade "Fantasy" by Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like Glorilla or something?
Yeah.
But
they said Big Dick Energy or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't.
They just spicied it up for no reason.
It's like, why are we remaking "Fantasy" by Mariah? Like, this is one of the greatest songs ever, bro. Man. Bro, let's just do something new. You know, I feel like if I didn't know so much about like how music works as a business, then maybe I would have your. Yeah, it's very positive. I admire your outlook, but like I know that it's just like, hey,
that's stealing.
it's like the version of them making another King Kong versus Godzilla. It's like this movie is going to stink, but I'm gonna go watch it.
Going, yeah.
You're gonna go watch it, yeah, and everyone's gonna go watch it. But like, it's not good. So like, that's kind of how I see it. It's just like, what can we do with an old idea that worked? Something that worked, and we can just we know it'll work.
Yeah,
which is. It's not like you're sampling the songs, right? It's like you're remaking these songs, or like, you're taking the beats and making new words over them, where like they had a whole band playing these songs. I know I do sound like a crazy hater right now.
No, it's like it's like two perspectives. Like I said, I'm just a fan, so it's like for me, it's just whatever is digestible,
Yeah,
and then for you, it's like, whoa, I know what went into that. That's crazy. You're just gonna remake that song like it was nothing.
And you can tell, right? You can tell when someone is taking a song and trying to, they're taking the song in its entirety and kind of not being creative over it. I don't know how to really put what I'm trying to say, but just not being creative, trying to, like I said, just trying to do something that they know will work. But then you also know when someone creatively does something with the song, like how Kendrick rapped over the Marvin Gaye track.
Okay,
it's like, that's like, you can tell he's not trying to do Marvin. This is a sample. This is paying homage. This is pushing rap forward.
So he really is adding on to it versus just taking and reusing it.
Yeah, and just reusing
he did his
it
version.
Yeah, for like commercial gain or whatever. Obviously, he's filthy rich. I'm not saying like he doesn't want commercial. Obviously, he does. But yeah, you can kind of tell when something's like manufactured. This is it. Like, we're gonna put this song over this beat, and you're gonna say, "You my little boo thing." Like, it's like, dog. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
But when you're good, that's what happens. It's gonna happen to you. We're gonna be like, I want to rap on this guy's shit.
Right? Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I was doing in the car. I made like a meme. But I was doing it in the car. I was like on my lunch break. I was like, I want to rap to some of this. And I'm not a rapper.
But were you spitting though?
Yeah, it's just like it feels like natural.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm gonna start saying stuff.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know, so it's
You're
like
good
that.
16?
The music is contagious. You know.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So I've noticed that, dude. Keep going. Before I get you out here, sometimes I ask people about their weed story. You want to do that? You don't have to. You don't smoke weed.
I used to smoke weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I don't. I have asthma and baby lungs,
Okay,
and
good.
I'm allergic to everything. So
Edibles.
you
What
know,
about? Did you ever get the munchies back in the day? What was your favorite thing to eat? I asked Reese, and he said he just eats stuff out of the cupboard. He's like, I eat anything. I'm like, what? You're an animal. Back when you used to get baked, what was your favorite munchies?
oh, that's crazy. So I would definitely, but I was like super duper fat, man. Like I'd hit Jack in the Box with like 8 tacos
Yeah.
with the ranch.
Yeah.
And the large Powerade,
Yeah.
I even go to McDonald's to like the large
And mix it up.
blue. Like
you get a bang bang. You go like,
Powerade,
I like the
bro.
fries from over here. Go over here.
Yeah. And honestly, I also love like sweet stuff like s'mores. Like I would just make a s'more. I'll just turn the eye on high, get my marshmallows. Like it's
Fuck
over,
it.
bro. Some dark chocolate, some graham crackers.
Yeah. There's like
It's
there's no
over.
rules. I don't have to be camping.
Yeah, it's over.
I'm
Like,
grown.
Like if I have those ingredients, I might make 10 of them, and it's a wrap.
At a time too, right?
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
just
bro.
you can't like pre-make those.
It's like
You
making
have to
making
stand
a
there.
s'more. It's like the art of rolling weed. It's different when you roll it.
It's a patience thing.
Yeah, and it's just part of the process. Like you enjoy the process.
Yeah.
You make a s'more. You gotta, every marshmallow's different. You cook it differently.
Yeah, dude. You get out what you put in. It's a labor of love.
It's an art form to get the s'mores in there, man.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna make s'mores after this. That sounds really good. Well, thanks a lot, man. Oh, before we go, grab those. I'll show those on camera. You brought these. Tell me about this, dude.
So these are all.
You ain't got these.
Nah, no one has those yet.
You ain't got these.
But these designs are designed by Shaheem the Dream Harper, our lead singer.
That's fire.
This is our new logo, even though now it has like angel wings around it.
Oh, it's updated even now?
Yeah, we updated it from there. And then here's our Prime Pantera shirt.
This is hard.
Also another logo. I don't know if we'll be using this. This one's in black. The other one's in gray. There you go. Perfect. Printed by Their Space.
This is cool, dude.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys. Have you been to Their Space? Did you go to like the?
I definitely know what that is. Yes, I've never.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a musician and you're in Phoenix and you're not getting your shirts made by Their Space, then I really don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, missing out.
Yeah,
they do good work, huh?
Eli, Justice, yeah, these guys are top notch. Cool. Jude, I mean, the space is awesome. They do a great job. They're homies, man. Their Space. Thank you.
Do it. So should I wait to wear these?
Nah, bro. You gotta debut them.
I don't want to do that.
Be our model, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Be our model, bro.
Hey, I just don't want to, ruffle any feathers bringing out, too soon.
Nah, bro. I'll put you on the logo. Like when they go to buy it, it'll just be you like modeling the shirt. I'm gonna do that.
That might not work out.
No, it'll work. Hey, bro, do it.
Like,
bro, do it with this black one.
Who's a gargoyle you got?
Do it with the black one. I'll fucking do it, bro. I swear.
No, I'll try. Yeah, I'll make sure I got good lighting or whatever.
Get the good lighting, bro. Get good angle.
Boom, boom.
Make
Have
sure
someone
the
else
logo's
do
showing.
it. Yeah.
I'll put it up there.
We go get a pump first.
That's it.
I'm gonna do some steroids and then throw this shirt on.
Well, you got like 5 days. All right, we're on a timer here. You got like 5 days. Cool.
All right, we work fast.
I'm on a clock.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for coming, man. Tell the cameras how to follow you. You're a good follow.
Well, I am J Reid, so J Reid Prime. Anywhere you can follow me, but more importantly, my band Prime Society. Please follow us at Prime SOC anywhere. If you are in Phoenix, I'll probably drive these to you. If you're anywhere else, I'll ship them out to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let us know where you are, and maybe we'll come play for you too.
Dang, yeah, you could book these guys. You're the one to talk to, right?
I am the one to talk to for now. Hopefully, maybe not in the future, but manager, booking agent, social media
soon
manager.
You won't be able to get to us,
Just too much. I need more time to play my bass. If you're a good manager,
somebody reach out. Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, let me play my bass a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So
that's trying to be an artist. Well, thanks again, man. I'm gonna make sure to clip this up and shit like that. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We got a handshake. That was easy.
That's it.
Thanks, man.